Howdy, I'm Lee Wilson, and this is TGL Wyoming, on the move. And on this lovely evening drive home from work, I've got a bit of a rant here. And this is really about accidents, being a safe driver, having a little compassion, and not being a raging jerk. So at about, I'd say, 4:50 this afternoon, technically it's evening now, we saw ambulances from my work driving down North Beverly and heading towards the freeway. And they started blocking off the freeway exit ramp, and we saw 2 fire trucks, an ambulance, a sheriff, and I believe a highway patrolman was also spotted flying down the street. Obviously, there's been an accident. Now, it had been raining for at least 2 hours prior to this incident, or prior to 5 o'clock. And I think we're up to 87 or 88 traffic or highway fatalities in Wyoming this year, which is above average for us, which is awful. I hate to hear about every single one of them. I'm really hoping this isn't number 89. So traffic starts piling up. Of course, you know, there's train tracks, and thankfully no train went through, but for a mile and a quarter, mile and a half down Beverly Street, traffic is stacked up. It took me roughly 15 minutes to just get across the street into the turning lane so I could go on Yellowstone. You guys have Google Maps, you can figure this out pretty quick. It really didn't bother me. However, I saw a lot of angry drivers this evening. A lot of people who were just overly upset because their lives were inconvenienced by this traffic accident. And it kind of got me thinking. It kind of got me mad, to be honest with you. And it really makes me wonder just what is wrong with people. What is wrong with these people? Because, you know, they have I made it down Yellowstone. I was going to go to Applebee's and pick up some dinner, because the wife and I have some plans tonight for canning. So we're already going to be messing up the kitchen. We're not going to mess it up anymore. And there is a highway patrolman blocking off the entrance ramp to I-25 right there. And there's another officer directing traffic. And I see people flipping the officer the bird. And I see people throwing their hands up in the air and going, what the hell is going on? And just being generally impatient. And while I was driving down Yellowstone, speed limit is 30 miles an hour. And then it gets to a point where it is 40 miles an hour. I generally drive the speed limit, if not a little under. I'm not in that big of a hurry to get anywhere. And people are flying by me. They got to be going 45, 50 miles an hour in a 40 zone. And weaving in and out of traffic, not using their turn signals. And it just boggles my mind that what on earth do they have to do that is so important? Where do they have to be that is so important that they have to drive recklessly or behave like jerks to get there to do so? You know, it just it irks me a lot, and I just don't get it. You know, and the people that are throwing their hands up in the air, flipping off officers because they can't get onto the on-ramp on I-25, what on earth in their life is so much more important than the person that may be dead or dying right there on the freeway? That the first responders are working hard to save life. I saw a paramedic running down the embankment of the exit ramp wearing a stomp kit on his back, and you know, somebody's hurt, somebody's injured, and it may be minor and it may be fatal. I don't know, you know, and these people don't know, but show a little bit of friggin' compassion, for crying out loud. There's absolutely nothing in your life during your daily commute where it is so much more important than somebody else's life. And I'm sorry they're inconvenienced, but their reaction toward it is just deplorable. Yeah, I don't know by the time I get that posted if that'll be a funny joke or not. So we'll see. The attention span of the American media is pretty slow, so deplorable may not be funny anymore. But in reality, their behavior is pretty atrocious, you know. And things don't go as smoothly when everybody's flipping out and freaking out and trying to, you know, weasel their way in and out of traffic, or driving recklessly because they think that they have to get there super duper fast, you know. And I'm sure there are some instances where people may really legitimately need to get somewhere in a hurry but chances are it's not a life or death situation. And if it is a life or death situation, that's probably extremely rare. Extremely rare. You know, so I don't know. People need to just not be jerks. You know, there are driving rules for a reason. There are general safety considerations. And although I don't even agree with driver's licenses and taxes for roads and stuff like that, it's a whole nother topic. You know, just being a considerate and safe person should take precedence over your need to blow by somebody at 50 miles an hour and potentially cause an accident, or jet out in front of somebody because you think you can get across the street faster than they can get to you. You know, I've seen a lot of T-bone accidents at a particular intersection in this town because people are in a hurry and they're not willing just to slow down a little bit, wait a minute longer, not even a few minutes, but sometimes just a minute longer until a larger gap opens up in traffic and they can safely, you know, drive across the street and make their turn or get across, you know, this intersection. And it just yeah, I'm a little fired up about it. It happens. This video is not particularly useful. It's not particularly educational, but you know what? It's a little bit of a rant that I had to get off my chest, so I'll try to make it a little bit useful. Don't drive like a jerk, and I can't imagine many of the people in my audience here are that way. But if you are, if you suffer from road rage and you are constantly speeding or not using your indicators or driving unsafely, stop it. Just stop it. You know, traffic fatalities are such an easily prevented accident. I mean, it's just, you know, people pay attention, drive responsibly, drive safely. I mean, I am currently sitting in a 3-ton death machine. 3 tons. The Land Cruiser weighs 6,000 pounds, more than 6,000 pounds, and is capable of at least going 80 miles an hour. That's a lot of kinetic energy. So you can cause some serious damage. Even at 30 miles an hour, 6,000 pounds at 30 miles an hour can end a life, can cause serious injury. And these are machines that people don't take seriously. And I think we should, as a culture, as people of the United States of America that drive vehicles all the time, pay attention. There are times in my videos where I stop talking because I am paying attention to traffic and I'm constantly scanning. That's why I'm not always looking at you guys. But it's a vlog, and it's a mobile vlog, so that's just how it is. All right. Well, I've got some delicious all-in burgers from Applebee's waiting for me here, and it is about time for me to go ahead and sign off with you guys for this evening. I hope you found this video at least entertaining, although it's probably not particularly educational. But if you did, leave me a comment in the comment section below. I really appreciate hearing what everybody has to say. So, you know, the standard spiel. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more great videos. And as always, stay safe, shoot straight, and I'll see y'all next time.